The 90-Day Fiancé universe has never been short on drama. But when Karen, Chantel's no-nonsense, eyebrow-raising, sass-slinging mother, showed up at the tell-all and took aim at Ashley, we weren't just served drama. We were served a 5-course meal with extra shade for dessert. Let's paint the scene. The lights are bright. The air is tense. The cast is assembled. The host looks like he's bracing for impact. And then, enters Ashley. Ashley didn't just walk onto the tell-all stage. She stormed in like she was auditioning for a role in Dynasty Reboot. Sequins. Feathers. A train. A slow-motion hair flip that somehow happened in real time. You could almost hear a wind machine, even though there wasn't one. The room went silent for a beat. Then cut to Karen, sitting front and center, looking like she just watched someone walk into church in a bikini. Her face? Equal parts amusement, judgment, and sheer, what in the TLC hell is happening? Karen didn't hold back. She leaned forward, eyes narrowed, and without missing a beat said, "Well, somebody came dressed to impress. A nightclub in 1998. Boom. The first missile had been launched. And from that moment, we all knew this wasn't going to be a peaceful family reunion. Ashley, to her credit, smiled. But it was that tight, teeth-only smile that says, "I want to fight, but there are cameras." She tossed her hair, again, and replied, "Karen, I wanted to make an entrance you'd remember." Karen blinked. Then smiled sweetly. "Well, sweetie, you did. I just didn't know it was possible to blind an entire audience with one outfit." Cue audience gasps, laughter, and one poor producer in the corner sweating bullets. Now, if you've followed 90-Day Fiancé, you know Karen is not new to this game. She's the seasoned pro of shade. The queen of cautious mom energy. The woman who once warned her daughter that men can plant a seed and disappear like a thief in the night. She's basically the Southern Oprah of suspicion. Ashley, meanwhile, is no wallflower. She's bold. She's loud. She once described herself as unapologetically extra, which is the reality TV version of saying, "I'm here to cause problems on purpose." So naturally, putting these two in the same room was like throwing gasoline on a bonfire and handing everyone marshmallows. As the conversation turned to Chantel and her complicated relationship timeline, Karen couldn't help but chime in. "Ashley," she said, crossing her arms, "what exactly are your intentions with my daughter? Because from where I'm sitting, it looks like you're here for camera time and chaos." Ashley rolled her eyes. "My intentions are love. And maybe a little chaos. But mostly love." Karen let out a laugh that sounded like it had lived through 4 seasons of heartbreak and 1 restraining order. "Honey, love without stability is just noise. And I don't have time for another season of static." Ouch. Somewhere, a sound tech dropped their mic. But here's the thing. Beneath all the sass, there's real heart. Karen's over-the-top commentary masks a genuine desire to protect her daughter. And Ashley, glitter and all, seems to want something real, even if she occasionally leads with spectacle instead of sincerity. At one point, the host tried to mediate. "Karen, can you find it in your heart to give Ashley a chance?" Karen raised an eyebrow. "Sir, I gave her a chance when I didn't run out of the room after seeing that outfit." Another laugh. Another viral quote. But eventually, even Karen softened, just a touch. "I may not understand Ashley's style or her motives," she said. "But I do understand love. And if you truly care about Chantel, you'll prove it with actions, not just entrances." Ashley nodded. "I plan to." Then added, "Maybe next time I'll wear beige." Karen smirked. I wouldn't go that far. Let's not do anything drastic." And just like that, peace, sort of, was restored. At least until the next commercial break. Backstage, cameras caught Karen chuckling to herself. "She's dramatic, but at least she's entertaining. I can work with that." "And Ashley?" she confessed in a confessional. "Karen terrifies me, but also kind of reminds me of my grandma. If my grandma were a drag queen who majored in psychology and minored in passive aggression." Twitter, naturally, lost its collective mind. Hashtag Karen vs Ashley started trending before the credits even rolled. Memes flooded timelines. One favorite showed Karen holding a sequin-covered Ashley like Simba in The Lion King, with the caption, "Everything the light touches is drama." Another? A fake TLC spin-off poster. "Keeping up with Karen." Tagline: "If looks could kill, she'd be on trial." Reddit threads dissected every eyebrow raise. TikToks reenacted the showdown with wigs and feather boas. One user declared, "Karen is the mother-in-law boss level you must defeat before marrying a 90-day cast member." In the end, what made this tell-all moment iconic wasn't just the clash of personalities. It was the chemistry. The comedy. The catharsis. It reminded us why we tune in. Not just for love stories, but for the fireworks that happen when love meets suspicion in sequins. So what's next for Ashley and Karen? A brunch date, perhaps? A sequins burning ceremony? A spin-off therapy session sponsored by TLC? Whatever it is, we'll be watching. Because Karen has proven once again that she's not just a supporting character, she's a whole main event. And Ashley? Well, she came in wild, but maybe, just maybe, she'll leave with Karen's cautious approval, and maybe a few fashion tips. Until then, Chantel's sitting somewhere off camera, sipping tea, watching her mom and partner battle it out, and probably thinking, why'd I even try to have a normal relationship? And us? We're grateful. Because moments like these are what reality TV dreams are made of. Drama. Laughter. Sequins. And the unshakable power of a Southern mom who does not hold her tongue. So here's to Karen. The Shade Queen. The Scene Stealer. The Tell-All Titan. Long may her eyebrows reign.